Hey, it's Cairo. Welcome back to the channel. Today I have a really fun Orzhov Tokens deck that I think is going to be very good in the new standard when Wilds of Eldraine comes out. This is from the MTG Arena streamer event, and this deck has some currently powerful cards in standard, but it also has some very powerful new cards. Black has a lot of good cards, white had a lot of good cards, and there's a lot of token support. So this deck really wants to just emphasize making tokens early, and that's kind of how you finish the game. We have some good removal, and we have sort of a toolbox in Beseech the Mirror. So we have all the powerful 4-drops from white, we have all the powerful 4-drops from black, including, yes, the auto-include Sheoldred. Basically, that's going to continue to be a staple in the format. So Beseech the Mirror allows us to go grab any 4-drop. We also have a board wipe 4-drop if we want to wipe the board. So it's a very versatile, very fun deck to play. I'm not going to do the full deck breakdown because I don't have access to the deck list anymore, but I do have all of the new cards here. I'm going to go through them with you really quickly so you can see kind of what they do in the confine and the when combined with the other cards in the context of this deck. So let's start with our new good removal spell, Candy Grapple. Candy Grapple, I think, is going to be one of the best formats in the new standard because of its versatility. It's 2 mana, it's instant, and you can give a creature -3/-3 till end of turn. That also helps you win combats if you can block something and make it small enough to kill while leaving your creature alive if you can't outright kill it. So it's more effective than just, say, like a burn or something like that that doesn't mitigate damage to your creature. It also has bargain. So if you sacrifice an artifact, enchantment, or token, when you cast the spell, you can give a target creature -5/-5 until end of turn, and that 5 kills Sheoldred, which is like kind of the benchmark for the standard right now. So bargain works really well in this deck because we have so many tokens and things that we can sacrifice. We need tokens to win the game and go to combat, but we don't mind sacrificing them to get rid of a bomb. So Candy Grapple is very premium removal for the new set at common, and I love this card. Moving on to Virtue of Loyalty. If you want to do tokens, this is absolutely perfect because a lot of times whenever you're getting them to 5 and 6 mana, you need something to really support your board state, but it sucks to draw it early, right? But we have a returning adventure. So this is the first time an adventure's been on an enchantment. Every color has a virtue. I think white and black are the best. Virtue of Loyalty is a 5-drop at the beginning of your end step. Put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control and untap those creatures. So it kind of gives them Vigilance-esque. Like, it's not that they're not tapped whenever they attack, but then they get untapped so they're able to block. And use activated abilities if you have any of those. But really the cool thing about this is if you draw it early, you can do Ardenvale Fealty, which is an instant, and create a 2/2 white knight creature token with Vigilance. And now, a vanilla 2/2 for 2 is fine. It does have Vigilance on it, but really what the big payoff here too is it's actually an instant. So if you have an opportunity to do it on your opponent's turn, you don't have to necessarily do it on your turn and give them access to it. You can be a surprise blocker because you can play it as an instant, so it's very good. It's kind of like a 2/2 with Vigilance with Flash. Next up is a creature land. We haven't seen really good creature lands in Standard since Adventures in the Forgotten Realms, and since that rotated, I think these creature lands, even though they're not like insanely overpowered, they're definitely going to see play because we just don't have any alternatives. But Restless Fortress, I think, is pretty good because it's Orzhov colors, so if you're in an Orzhov mid-range control type of situation, you don't really want to play this in aggro because it comes in tapped, but you can tap it for black or white, and you can tap it 4 mana, and it becomes a 1/4 white and black nightmare creature until the end of turn, and it's still a land. So it's hard to kill when it attacks, and when it attacks, defending player loses 2 life, you gain 2 life. Now, those life swings that we've seen with Sheoldred have been very important. This is kind of expensive to activate, but this is something that you can rely on later in the game to close out a game. I have a match in here where we were about to die, and Restless Fortress actually won the game for us. So you'll actually be able to see Restless Fortress in action if you watch the whole video. And here's probably my vote for the best card in this set. This is Beseech the Mirror, triple black, 1 generic sorcery. Search your library for a card, exile it face down, then shuffle. If the spell was bargained, you may cast it without paying its mana cost if that spell's mana value is 4 or less. Put the exiled card into your hand if it wasn't cast this way. So this is a 4 mana, basically like demonic tutor, so a little bit more expensive to get whatever card you want in your library to your hand. But if you bargain something, meaning sacrificing an artifact, enchantment, or a token, of which we have a lot of in this deck, you can cast any 4-drop by playing Beseech the Mirror. We're talking Depopulate in this deck. We're talking Sheoldred the Apocalypse. We're talking Wandering Emperor. We're talking Sorin. There's a bunch of 4-drops in this deck. This deck is kind of like a toolbox, and we have 4 Beseech the Mirror. So if we draw this, we can kind of grab whatever we need. If we're getting hit by aggro, mono red or white or whatever, we can wipe the board. We can do an Emperor to get rid of exile a big threat that hit us last turn. We can do all kinds of things. Even if we're just not really under pressure, we'll grab Sorin. We'll start making some life-linking vampire tokens and that. This card is excellent. I think it's going to be a big player in the new standard. And so those are the new cards in this deck. Like I said, this deck is tokens, but it's also kind of a toolbox, so you can go and grab whatever you need for the moment. If you like this video, you like seeing access to Wilds of Eldraine and other sets early on MTG Arena, there's going to be more of that in early access and streamer events. There's going to be early access to pack openings and spoilers for new things as part of the MTG Ambassador program. So I thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you get something out of it. I hope it helps you in the new standard. And if you do, consider sharing it and consider subscribing, because that's what helps me ultimately to make more content and try to bring higher quality content to you. So I appreciate it very much. I hope you enjoy, and I'll see you next time. Okay, let's get into some Orzhov Tokens with some Beseech the Mirror. We have double white lands, Way Announcement, Virtue of Loyalty, Candy Grapple. I think we're going to have to mulligan that. Okay, so now we got Restless Fortress. Yeah, we can keep this now. Candy Grapple, bargain, -3/-3 till end of turn. If it's bargain, -5. I think we have 2. Yeah, we'll get rid of the cut down. That's fine. Hexmage. Cursed Roll token. So it's a 3/2, but it has a Cursed Roll token attached to target creature you control. So a Cursed Roll makes it base power 1/1. So we'll go Fortress, because that always comes in tapped. And Restless Fortress, you can activate it for 4 mana. It becomes a 1/4 Nightmare. When it attacks, they lose 2, we gain 2. Oh, put it on the other one? Makes sense. That's a big old Hexmage. Alright, well, let's do this. Gain some life, some chump blockers. That has trample, but block this one. I guess. Well, we can take another hit, right? It's fine. And we can go for the throat, and if we draw land, we can go for the throat and Candy Grapple something. Kill both our things. It's pretty aggressive. Pretty aggressive start on their end. There's another land, so... let's hang out. We'll kill the Hexmage. Or the 6/5 one. Line up a block here. Kill that one. Not dead after all. Alright, so then we'll do this. We'll bargain, kill this thing, sack this blocker. And then hopefully that will stabilize us. I'll take a Revelry. I don't think I want to do Shieldred yet, so... more creatures. I want the white creatures, though. We have Beseech the Mirror. I don't know what we want to get. Okay. Right, so I realize that Shieldred's good. It's not a new card, but this deck is full of new cards. It's fine. So, we'll double block here. Yeah, that's what I thought. So I was like, definitely something's going on here. So, let's gain some life. Just to protect ourselves. How many more auras and tricks could they have, honestly? I'm flying. Okay. I guess we're gonna have to beseech the mirror and get a depopulate. And we could get a Wandering Emperor too. That would put us at 5 life. It's the toolbox.
Just underwhelmed. I am almost sad to see you go.
Yeah, why not? I don't think they're going to have anything with haste that's going to kill us or anything, so... We can candy grapple their Archon next turn if we want to. Let's attack first. I have to block.
My will serve you well.
Strike fast and strike hard.
I said I didn't think they'd have anything with haste, but I was wrong. If they would have drawn that the turn before, we probably would have been dead. But I think we're pretty in the clear here. That deck was very aggressive. What did we go down to? Like 2 at one point? That's why Beseech the Mirror is so good. It's just a toolbox. So we have so many good 4-drops here. We can wipe go wipe the board. We can bring in Wandering Emperor. We can bring in Sorin. We can bring in Sheoldred. We can bring in anything less than that too. And that's why I built the deck around tokens, because like we have tokens to sacrifice for Beseeching the Mirror, no problem. So I think this deck is actually performing pretty well. I like it. They can't discard and draw a card because they'll lose life when they do that. They can create a treasure token. They can create a wicked roll. But we have lifelink on our vampire here. So they kind of have to do some burst damage to us. Bunny corn. Alright, so they're dead. They're dead next turn.
My way.
So we'll attack with our vampire. Alright, good game. Yeah, I'm really liking Beseech the Mirror as a toolbox here. Opponent goes first. Candy, Grapple, Wedding Announcement, Wandering Emperor. We do have a chance to draw that 3rd land for our Wedding Announcement. We have Removal. We do have Sheoldred. Start off with a Swamp. Scrapwork Mutt. When it enters the battlefield, discard a card. If you do, draw a card. They discarded Italy. So they're going to do some Reanimator stuff. That's for sure. Yeah, we'll create 2/1/1. We need some stuff to sacrifice to bargain. Get to draw a card off that. Restless Fortress. This is a new creature land. It comes in tapped, but you can tap 4 mana. Make it into a 1/4 Nightmare. When it attacks, they lose 2 life, you gain 2 life. So unfortunately, we can't play our Emperor. It's another Fortress. Alright. We can draw cards, though. And we still have candy grapples to deal with anything big. Sacrifice any number of artifacts. Return that many creature tokens from your graveyard to the battlefield. Galta and Mavrin, any tally. What? Alright. Let's kill one. So they can at least only grab one. How are we going to get rid of this? Bring a tally in. Hopefully they whiff. Lich Knight's Conquest. Got a Sorin from us.
Violence is necessary to set things right. You can deal with my servant.
Well, we can sacrifice a thing. We can go grab Depopulate. We can wait for them to attack with Italian. We can Wandering Emperor. I think we're in okay standing right now. Let's attack here so we can draw a card. Yeah, I know. I know. We can always go Beseech the Mirror and grab a Depopulate if we need to. Things get too out of control. Sacrifice Blood Fountain, return 2 target creature cards from your graveyard to your hand. Okay. That could be a problem. So we definitely need to exile Itali. If Galta and Mavrin. So they can go 4 mana, bring Galta and Mavrin back. So we need to play the long game here.
Secrets? Very well.
The Restless Fortress. So I'm thinking if they attack with Itali, we block with a 2/2 token, we do Candy Grapple, sacrifice the other one, do -5/-5. See if we can wear them down here. We have Restless Fortresses. I don't know if they have any life gain.
I bring my own army.
Sacrifice any number of permanents. They're going to bring in Galta and Mavrin. And Toxrill. Alright, well we definitely got to depopulate now. Since we're going to depopulate, I guess we're going to take it. No, that doesn't seem right. That's dumb. We'll block then. Beseeching the Mirror. We're going to get rid of all this stuff, because... yeah, that's a lot of big stuff that I don't like being on the board. We go Virtue of Loyalty, make a 2/2 Knight. For 5, at the beginning of your end step, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control and untap those creatures. So 3 Lich Knight's Conquests are in here.
A fair trade.
Rough triplets. pretty damn good.
You fight for me now.
That goes away. They have a 6/6.
Nothing on Innistrad is free.
Modern Age. Draw a card, discard a card, and then the third step is exile it into a 2/3 flyer. Also got Collector's Vault. 2 mana, draw a card, discard a card, create a treasure token. Hoarding Broodlord. So, 3 of their Reanimator spells are in the graveyard.
Without me, we're all doomed. What's one more match?
I guess I wonder if they're trying to search for more of their big things. They already have Brooding Broodlord, Toxrill, Gruff Triplets, Toxrill, Galta, and Mavrin, Itali in here, and 3 of their Reanimator spells. So they might be running low on resources. It's a Shieldred. So yeah, we'll attack. End the turn there. Wandering Emperor will make a token. See if we can get him down to, you know, 4 life or whatever before we drop the Shieldred. We could also drop Wandering Emperor and just kill something or exile something. Looking for their stuff. There's a Gruff Triplets and a Restless Cottage. Okay. They're going to cut down that Vector Glider so we can get in. 6.
I hope you're ready to. Guards, to me.
Alright, so we can't really kill him with Shieldred right away. Or can we? We've got a Restless Fortress. 1, 2, 3, 4. Attacks. Yeah, I think we can. So we'll go +1 counter here. Fire this bad boy up. They lose 2 life, we gain 2 life. Oh, we're 1 away from playing Shieldred. Alright, they're at 2. Search your library for a card, exile face down, then shuffle. As long as the card is made exiled, you may play it. Spells you cast have Convoke. So they can play something for 5, 6, 7 mana. See what it's going to be. If it doesn't gain him life, I don't think it's going to save him because we have Restless Fortress, we have Shieldred. So it's going to have to gain them quite a bit of life to stop what's happening here with our man lands. Yeah. So, Gruff Triplets, Toxrill, Itali. They could mill us, honestly, with Itali. See what happens. There could be some life gain stuff going on here. Itali, Galta, and Mavrin. They all have Summoning Sickness. They get to take our wedding announcement. Atraxa? Alright. So, attack with Restless Fortress, then. I guess. I don't think it's going to save him. But that is an impressive lineup of things. That is an insane amount of things. Itali, Galta, and Mavrin, Scrapwork, Mutt, Toxrill, Atraxa, 2 Hoarding Broodlords, 6 Gruff Triplets. I don't think it's going to do it, but we get the trigger off our Restless Fortress. And if not that, our Shieldred. Bring him in again. So many triplets. I don't think they're triplets at this point. They're like 11 tuplets. Alright, we got him with the Restless Fortress. Woo! That was a big board state. Alright, opponent goes first. 3 lands, Candy, Grapple, early removal, wedding announcement, Beseech. Yeah, I think we can keep this. Blackcleave Cliffs. Let's do a Fortress. That's our tap land. We'll see if they're going to be aggressive or not here. Did they put the Wicked Roll on? Alright, so they're trying to be aggressive. Let's end the turn. Candy Grapple is up. -3, -3. I'm gonna kill Gix. Getting a wedding announcement down. If they unload their hand, we'll go Beseech the Mirror, sack this, get a depopulate. Sacrifice that. What are they going to get? This is a Beseech Mirror here. Lord Skitter's Blessing. For a wicked roll, at the beginning of your draw step, if you control an enchanted creature, you lose 1 life. You can draw an additional card. Well, we put Sheoldred out, right? Because then they can draw an additional card. They draw 2 cards. Lose a bunch of life. So we can Beseech the Mirror and get like Sorin or something like that. Or Wandering Emperor, make a token. Put Takashi's Welcome out. There goes Sheoldred. I mean, I don't want to play Sheoldred again, but I kind of do because they have Lord Skitter's Blessing. When we get to draw a card off our wedding announcement, bring us back up to 12. They have 4 cards. We have 3 lands, and we have no way to draw cards off of Takashi's Welcome right now. So that's unfortunate. Ah, so they've got Sheoldred to counteract. No attacks for us. We're gonna chill. They get to lose. They get to draw 2 cards. We're gonna get rid of that before they have a cursed roll to sacrifice. I think they're gonna sacrifice that roll, and I don't want them to be able to sacrifice anything good. Another one. So we really need to get rid of their Sheoldred. And keep ours. Ah! Alright, we get to draw a card. Mirrex is good. Mirrex is fabulous. That means we can draw cards on their turn. Trigger Takashi's Welcome, draw more cards. So we're both of us are drawing cards here. We're drawing a lot of cards. Both of us have Sheoldreds. Like, yeah. Okay, they're 5 or 12. They have 5 cards, we have 2. But we're gonna get more. Gix. Alright. We're going to make a token with Mirex, and we're going to draw a card off of that. And Godric. So he's a haste dragon now. We might have to try to get, now that Godric's out and Gix, we may have to try to get depopulate and just kill this board. If we can draw another Beseech the Mirror. Let's create a Might, draw a card. Another Shieldred, okay. So we definitely need to kill this board. I think I'm fine with that. They might kill us with Godric, though. Because if they can get 2 permanents in, make Godric a dragon, and then give him, like, fire breathing. Oh, that was kind of unkind that it triggered in such a way. Like, we know, okay, technically, yeah, we won, but we both had Shieldreds. The fact that theirs triggered after ours, they died. I think they had lethal on us, because Godric, so if they put 2 permanents down, right? So let's say they had 1, 2, 3, 4 mana into it. Godric comes a 4/4 dragon. And then they can do dragons you control get +1/+0 till end of turn. If they had 3 mana left over, they could kill us because they go in the air, hit us with Godric for 7. So it's kind of, is what it is. Got the victory, but good game. Once again, thanks for liking and subscribing, and I hope you enjoyed the content, and I will see you next time for more spoilers, more MTG Arena Wilds of Eldraine deck lists, and more card ratings.